1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has arrived in the United Arab Emirates to offer condolences on the sad demise of President Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. 3 soldiers and 3 children have been martyred in a suicide blast in North Waziristan district. The Punjab government has taken timely steps to cope with the situation arising out of the drought in Cholistan desert. A report released by the Kashmir Media Service today says Kashmiri people are witnessing unspeakable atrocities at the hands of the Indian troops in the illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has arrived in the United Arab Emirates to offer condolence on the sad demise of the UAE President Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The Prime Minister will offer his condolence to the newly elected President of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. He will also offer condolence on behalf of the government and the people of Pakistan to the leadership and the people of the United Arab Emirates. 3 soldiers and 3 children have been martyred in a suicide blast at the vicinity of Miran Shah in North Waziristan district. According to ISPR, the martyred soldiers were identified as Lance Havaldar Zubair Qadir, aged 33 years, resident of Pakpatan; Sepoy Uzair Asfar, aged 21 years, resident of Haripur; and Sepoy Qasim Maqsood, aged 22 years, resident of Multan. The 3 children martyred in the blast were identified as Ahmed Hassan, age 11 years, Ehsan, age 8 years, and Anam, age 4 years. The intelligence agencies are investigating the incident to find out about the suicide bomber and his handlers. Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif, while condemning the suicide blast in North Waziristan, has said masterminds of the attack will be punished. In a statement today, he expressed sorrow and grief over the martyrdom of 6 persons, including 3 security personnel. The Prime Minister also expressed sympathy with the families of the martyrs and paid rich tribute to the martyred soldiers. Shahbaz Sharif said killers of innocent children are the enemies of both Islam and humanity. He said great sacrifices of the armed forces are a golden chapter of our history, and the entire nation is proud of its martyrs. The Prime Minister said courage and martyrdom are the glorious tradition of our army. He also prayed for high ranks of the martyrs. The Information and Broadcasting Minister Maryam Aurangzeb has condemned the suicide blast in North Waziristan. In a statement today, she said miscreants want to destabilize the country, but such cowardly acts cannot discourage us. The minister said sacrifices of the security personnel for restoring law and order in the country will not go in vain. She also extended condolences to the families of security personnel and the children martyred in the blast. The Punjab government has taken timely steps to cope with the situation arising out of the drought in Cholistan desert area adjacent to Bahawalpur, Rahim Yar Khan and Bahawalnagar. In an interview with Radio Pakistan Lahore correspondent Sajjad Parvez, the Managing Director Cholistan Development Authority, Mahar Khalid Ahmed, said the situation is now under control as all the population along with their livestock is being shifted to safer places. He said over 97% of the total human population and the livestock have been shifted from the drought-hit areas to the nearest places where drinking water is available to them. He said the government has set up house relief camps at 11 places for the drought-hit people and the cattle under the supervision of the assistant commissioners. A report released by the Kashmir Media Service says the Kashmiri people are witnessing unspeakable atrocities at the hands of the Indian troops in the illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The report released today said the Indian troops are killing, arresting and torturing Kashmiri people beside destroying their properties and demolishing their homes across the occupied territory. It said the Indian atrocities against Kashmiris have increased manifold since 5th August 2019 when the Modi-led fascist government repealed Kashmir's special status and imposed military siege in the territory. The report said the world's criminal silence over the Indian barbarism in the illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir is highly condemnable. It urged the United Nations and the global powers to take practical steps to save the Kashmiris from Indian onslaught. The United Nations Human Rights Chief Michelle Bachelet has expressed shock over Israeli authorities' use of force at the funeral of Palestinian journalist Shireen Abu Akleh. In a statement, he called for a prompt and transparent probe into the killing of the journalist. He said the international law requires prompt, thorough, transparent, independent, and impartial investigation of all use of force by Israeli forces resulting in the death or injury to the Palestinians. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.